Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back in the States. Not my favorite place to be, but whatever. In this video, I'm going to break down a new card that I've been finding a lot of love for and has been blowing my mind, honestly. But let's take a look at what I first said about this bad boy. Because triple tactic thrust. I don't know about this card. It seems good in theory, but the fact that you can't activate it that turn makes it really bad. So kind of only is good in trap decks, to be honest, because yeah, then you can set a normal trap, can't activate it that turn anyways, and then next turn you can use it. You wouldn't want to set a normal spell. You would set a normal spell and then your opponent would like try to get rid of it, obviously, depending on how busted the normal spell is. Um, you can add it to your hand instead. Oh, I guess. Okay, so if your opponent controls a monster, you can add it to your hand instead. Uh, it's decent. I guess it's like playing like I guess you'd play this and search what triple tactical talents and then play triple tactical talents. So I guess you're playing more triple tactical talents. I don't know about this card. It seems like a waste of space, but we'll see. We'll see if it. Man, was I wrong? A waste of space? What? No! It creates space in the deck. It's beautiful. You should run 2 to 3, depending on how many cards you have in your deck, and depending on if you can discard cards. If your deck is able to discard cards and get rid of extra cards in your hand, then play 3. But if you don't discard cards often, then play 2 if you're a 40 card deck. But if you're at the 42, 44 card range, even higher, I would play 3. But let's go ahead and talk about this card. All right, so you boys and girls, go ahead and consider like, comment, and subscribing. But the card I want to talk about is Triple Tactics Thrust. Man, this card is beautiful. Here I kind of have a basic lineup that I'm going to kind of explore options with. And there's that one card that I really liked too. Let's see if I can find it right away. I do not know what name it is, but we're about to see if we can find it. Ultra Trap. I don't own it yet. It is bingo. This card. All right. So, you're going first with this. Your opponent activates an effect. Fine. You can use this to get some good staple trap cards for their turn. Obviously, a lot of people are running Imperm. This is a new card that I like. It basically is a Book of Eclipse, turns everything face down, and if you're playing against Link monsters who don't go face down, and or if a card doesn't get flipped face down for some reason, they have to send all face-up monsters they control to the graveyard. So super good against Link decks as well. I don't know if I'd play this in my Link. Well, I guess if you're going, no, I wouldn't play this in a Link build if my deck was fixated on making Link monsters. But those are just two examples. If you're going first, how to utilize this card if you're going first to get some good traps set. If you're playing artifacts, Artifact Sanctum is a busted card for artifacts. And obviously this card is going to be really good in labyrinths, just absolutely busted in labyrinths. Um, but say you're going second, you know, you're going second. Your opponent activates Shingra in standby phase. You play this. Now you can automatically already search evenly and then play evenly right in the beginning. That's busted. Um, maybe they have an effect negator on the field and you have to wait for them to negate an effect, or they already did negate an effect. You play this, grab talents, draw 2, steal a monster, rip a card from your opponent's hand. Great options. Maybe they activate an effect and you have nothing else to worry about but a bunch of back row. Go ahead, play that. Grab Harpy's Feather Duster. Pop all the back row. Go for game. Same with Lightning Vortex. So these are some options that I'm exploring with this. If we come over to my favorites, obviously if you play like Regeki, you could throw Regeki in there. If you play the Monster Reborn, if you play the Foolish, your deck uses the Foolish engine. Or if you play Warriors, You get the Rhoda easily. You can get the Dark Ruler no more with this. At that point, I'd probably grab Tactics over Dark Ruler. I guess depends on what you're playing. If like you really, I guess you could play 1-1 because if you already have the hand, you already have the monsters in hand to go for game. You don't need to really draw two, and maybe they have like 4 or 5 monsters you need to negate their effects. Then just grab Dark Ruler no more instead of taking control over one monster. That's an option too, depending on how much space you have in your deck. I only have 2 right now, Triple Tactics Thrust, but this card is so good, and this is kind of my basic lineup I'm looking at, plus or minus this card. Yeah, plus or minus this card. But really, 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 really good. Got to consider running it. And if, like I said, if you have like Plunder Patrols, they discard a card off this field card. Dark Worlds, they discard a card just by playing. Those type of decks can run 3 of these because if you open up 2, it's not the end of the world. You just discard the other one to resolve an effect for another monster, and then you resolve one of them. So, in decks that definitely discard, you want to run 3 and or over 40. I would say 42. If you go to 42, that's probably a good median for this for decks now. If you want to run this, is just go to 42. Play this at 3. Busted. I think you will be able to search so many powerful cards that whenever you need to, 42 allows you to play those 1 or 2 extra one-ofs to fit the circumstances. Beautiful card. I was a fool. But go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.